Hey guys, this is Mark here from PFT, and today we are going to be unboxing the Apple iPhone 6. Now, I know you may know that this is actually quite an almost old product. This was announced quite a while back, so this isn't really anything new, but I just upgraded my phone and I thought I would share this unboxing process with you as it seems kind of a waste not to. So I'm not going to be doing too much coverage on this device, as I'm sure you've already seen coverage from most other technology YouTubers, but I will be hoping to upgrade to the 6S when that comes out, so be sure to stay tuned for coverage on that. Now, of course, this is not the typical Apple box. This is simply the box that the phone ships in. I ordered this straight from Apple. Of course, pricing and availability will be down there in the description if you would like to find that out. Now, this is a kind of different style of unboxing. Usually I would do the voiceover afterwards. Here I'm doing a live unboxing with live audio. So let me know what you think about that. I just kind of wanted to get this recorded and out the box, so I went with this kind of style for you. So after I got that tape undone, you can see I obviously have my information there on top, which I will put to the side, and you can see even the outer packaging is very nice. You have the iPhone presented there right in the middle with the new style that we saw from the 6 and the 6 Plus, where it doesn't show the picture of the iPhone on top. We simply have the outline. So once you break this tight material, you get into the box itself, and that's it for the shipping box. So I'll push that out the way, and you can see here we have the outline of the iPhone, and it says iPhone on both sides and the specifications on the back. Now, this is the space gray 64GB model, so one of the top line ones. There is of course 128GB as well, but I thought 64 was the sweet spot, and this is the one I decided to go for. I believe this and Apple Care came close to £700, which is rather expensive, but this is a top line smartphone and it should be very good. And as I said, of course, pricing and availability down in the description. So we'll just take the bottom of this box, and sorry if I'm speaking away from the mic here, but it's kind of a bit awkward to do. But there we have the iPhone itself, and what I'm actually going to do for you guys is bring the camera slightly lower down here, just to get a bit of a nice closer look. This live style is certainly different, but there we go, focused in nicely. And first impressions, this is unbelievably thin. I really do love the design of this phone. It's my favourite looking iPhone yet. I just wish they had that slightly smaller screen, but the thickness is truly amazing. I just can't really get over holding it. And just to let you know, I will have a skin from Slick Wraps, which is in the mail currently. I'll probably do a video on that. You may remember I have used skins in the past on my phones. But yes, here is the information. You have the SIM removal tool, which you'll of course need to get your SIM card in, and then you have some information and the famous Apple stickers. Putting that aside, as with all Apple products, you have the Apple EarPods in that box, the lightning cable, which actually comes at an angle in the box this year, which I suppose could be interesting, and your plug. Though I'm probably just going to leave those in the box as I already have them, and it means if I go on to sell this, everything is nicely packaged in its original condition. So at this stage we'll probably start cutting away from the live unboxing and put in some B-roll, but I'm just taking off the wrap here, and as I said, this is an extremely beautiful device. I'm very happy with the design of it, and this is actually my first iPhone that I've ever used with Touch ID, so that will be very interesting to get my impressions of that. It seems to be a very nice and reliable system, but I think I will probably end up doing a review on this, so of course stay tuned for my thoughts on that. So I'm just going to power on, go through the setup process for you so you can get a bit of an idea. Hopefully when I sign into iCloud, everything will automatically kick in, like my apps, things like that. So I guess. Okay, here we have it. You can see everything in the different languages. It does say no SIM. I do not have the SIM. The SIM is in the mail as well. So I'll have to wait a few days. And by the way, it is noticeable that camera bump on the back does elevate it off the table a bit. Here we have to enter my Wi-Fi password, so I'm just going to cut off while I do that because this may take me a while to type in. Okay, so we have my password typed in there, and I will just leave that to join. That should hopefully pop up very quickly. And just as a quick comparison, that is my iPhone 5, so you can see there is definitely a large difference in the height. The screen size, of course, you have that bigger screen. Please insert SIM card. So what I'm actually going to do here is take the SIM card out of my 5 and into my 6. Now, this is probably going to end up being quite a lengthy video because I am going to go through the whole setup. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this basically. So to get the SIM out, you pretty much just put that in. I should probably have turned the phone off, to be honest, before doing that, but here you can see my old T-Mobile SIM. This isn't even a 4G SIM, so that's a bit of a downside, but I'll just have to live with that for a couple of days until I get my new SIM card. So popping that out, we have the slot. I'm hoping this is all in shot, but yep, just put that on there, slide it in. I'll press try again. SIM required, no SIM. Okay, so it's popped up saying no service and searching there, which usually means that there has been a SIM installed. It'll probably just take a few minutes for it to recognize it. If this takes a while, I'll of course cut this out. But again, I apologize for the kind of unprofessional style of this video, but I just kind of wanted to bring this content to you guys. So restore from iCloud backup. Right, so I'm going to have to type in my email address and password, so I'll cut this bit out as well. Okay, so I've signed into iCloud there, and here you can see it just pops up with the Apple terms and conditions, so I'll of course click agree. Of course I read all that. It may take a few minutes to set up your Apple ID, so I'm hoping this has backed up all my apps. If not, I'll simply have to go through and re-download them, which will be a bit of a hassle. But it shouldn't take too long. I of course won't put that on camera, but yeah, I'm hoping this just works. Okay, so basically it seems like what may have happened here is the fact that this iPhone is not updated to iOS 8.2 and my backup is. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to set it up as a new phone and then basically update it, and then I'll have to transfer everything over, which will take a bit more time, but shouldn't take too long. Okay, so we've just gone through some of the setup steps, and it is now prompting me to set up Touch ID. So start by placing your finger, so I'm going to use my thumb on the home button, and you simply keep pressing it down, and when you feel a vibration, lift your finger up and kind of wait until all the lines are filled in. So there we go, and it's telling me to adjust my grip, so this is pretty much just going to be going around the sides of your fingers to get the prints from there, I guess. This gets a bit awkward to hold, but this should basically be a very reliable fingerprint scanner. There we go, complete. Create my passcode. I'll do that off camera just in case. Set Touch ID for iTunes and App Stores. Yes. This should not take too long. Don't restore passwords, or I guess I can use that. In fact, never mind. Yes, use Siri. Automatically send diagnostics. Share with app developers. Display zoom. So I think I'm going to go for standard there. Yes, standard zoom looks better in my opinion. Get started. So there you can see we are now straight into iOS, and what I'm actually going to do here is you get these free apps with it, but I will not be using these apps because I simply don't use them, so I may as well free up that bit of space. I do use apps like that on my iPad, but not here on my iPhone. So what I'm going to do now is basically do an update and see if I can restore the settings from my iPhone 5. So search for update, that comes up there, download and install, and hopefully this won't take too long, and I will come back once this is all working. Okay guys, so basically what I did was simply updated the phone to iOS 8.2, then I had to reset the phone, which deleted all my settings and things like that, which of course didn't matter because this is a new phone, so I didn't really have anything saved. And now is kind of the moment of truth, so this should theoretically boot up like my iPhone 5. So I'll just take it out here to put my password in, because of course I don't really want to give you guys my iTunes password. So clicking next here, it takes us to updating iCloud settings. Now it went through a bit before after I chose which device I wanted to back it up to, and here we are back at the Touch ID bit. So I guess I will go through this again for you guys. So yeah, as I said, what you do is you simply place your thumb on it and it vibrates, letting you know when to pick up your thumb, which will tell you basically when it has tracked your whole fingerprint. And from my brief moment of using Touch ID before I had to reset my phone, it was extremely useful, extremely quick and extremely accurate. Now, as I said, I will be hoping to get the 6S, and this is possibly a feature I would like to see updated, because while it is fairly quick, I would like to see it being a bit more kind of spontaneous, as it does take a few seconds to recognize that your finger is on it. So I'm going to try this. I'm not actually sure if I have this security code set up, but enter the verification code sent to... Okay, never mind. I'm not going to bother setting that up right now. Choose a view. I will go for standard rather than zoomed and get started. And as you can see here, all my apps have immediately come in. We have that keychain thing, which is kind of annoying, but I will now have to wait for all my apps to download. And then of course, because they're laid out as they were on the iPhone 5, you can see I have this extra row at the bottom, which is very nice. You can also see things like messages and phone calls have come through. Also, even looking here, okay, so actually no, my widgets haven't kind of transferred over. In fact, no, they have. You can see there, you have WordPress, calculator, things like that. So this is set up exactly like my previous iPhone. You can even see up there, my alarms have transferred over, my battery percentage, things like that. Basically, my whole setup is exactly the same. Why not give you a quick example of Touch ID? So you can see there, it just loads in. Another few features, of course, you have the bigger screen, the new design, and I do have to say that glass lip there feels really nice. You also have an updated camera which shoots things like time-lapse and slow-mo, which is a really nice feature. And as I said, if I do a full review, I will definitely be testing those out. But for now, that's really it. That's all I have to cover on this device. I hope you enjoyed this kind of unprofessional random video, and I know the coverage is a bit late, but again, I just wanted to bring this content to you. So if you like this video, please give it a like, share, and why not subscribe for more content. Also check out pricing and availability in the description, and links of course to a full article as usual. If you'd like to say anything, ask me a question, or simply leave some feedback, just leave it in the comments section down below or email me at the address in the description. Once again, thank you very much for watching. See ya.